Oh, whoops, I put Hinkage versus Hinkage. Lol. I meant Ripplepuff. There we go, fixed. Alright, that's done. The Meta Knight Dittos. To my knowledge, I think Ripplepuff actually hates Meta Knight Dittos. So, I think this will be a little interesting. To see the least, though. I know Ripplepuff does sometimes end up playing Meta Knight Dittos, but it's one of her least favorites to play. Okay, so anyway, things to know about this matchup. Funny enough, Meta Knight is probably the hardest counter to himself in the whole game. And that is to say, it's not like there's other characters that if you ask people, they might tell you, oh, this character or that character goes even with Meta Knight, like Pikachu or Ice Climbers. They might say that about Diddy Kong, etc. But and even like Snake, I think in the past people have argued that Snake was in Meta Knight's favor. I think if you ask nowadays, most people will tell you Snake loses that. But that's just because like the meta develops and things change and whatnot. But there was definitely a time where people thought that Snake Meta Knight was even. The Ditto though, it's quite literally even. But Meta Knight himself, I feel like he's very strong against himself, hilariously enough. And it basically what it comes down to is all of Meta Knight's moves, really. They're all, for the most part, disjointed, with the exception to, like, his glide attack. So what you'll find is that every single one of his moves can beat Tornado. And really, like I said, the exception is his glide attack and his drill rush don't beat Nado, but everything else does. So Nado's actually incredibly unsafe in this matchup, unless... especially if you say space it wrong. And see right there, you just saw Ripplepuff try to do a Nado to pull Hinkage off the ledge, and Hinkage just kind of ledge drop double jump forward air and just smacked him right out of the Nado. He's like, nah, bro, I don't need to deal with this crap. I'm not a crappy character. I got disjoints. I got transcendent priority. You gotta respect me. Like, I'm Meta Knight, homie. So. This is easily like one of the most fair matches. Obviously, in almost any case, mirror match is almost always going to be very even, and the person coming out on top is just going to be someone who either their playstyle favors a mirror match, or you find that they just have more experience in the mirror match. Like, to give you an example, like if you see two Snakes fighting it out, the one with better grounded gameplay is probably going to be able to pull out ahead because Snake's ground tools are so good, and his landing tools are a little lackluster, so whichever one's better at land camping will typically come out ahead. So in this matchup, it's all about that like grounded spacing. Anyhow, so far though, we've got very even game. 1 stock to 1 now. Ripplepuff with the 20% on there, but really nothing huge. Just little clips here and there with some aerials or some tilts. Close that up real easy. Gets the dash attack, nice little opening there. Doesn't get a big fall up, little up air, nothing much else. If your SDI is really good here, it can also be very hard to combo, but that's really in general. This whole game on the whole, it's very hard to combo people, especially if they like know the matchup or they know what to expect, then they DI the right way or they SDI the right way, and it becomes a lot more difficult to get a follow-up. They can get like a quick air dodge in and then retaliate with their own aerial. And even at low percent, sometimes they can just swing back at you. And that's where it comes down to like your ability to read the next action that they take. You know, if you hit someone with an up throw as Marth or Sonic or whoever the heck, give me an example. So if I up throw someone as Sonic, they're going to be like right above me, and they can swing an aerial, which will stuff any jump I do. But if I know they're going to aerial, then I can also just hold shield and then grab them again. And now they're in this like position where they're going to take another 15 damage because they wanted to stuff my preemptive approach. So there's a lot of that in this game. It's very rock, paper, scissors. So far, 115 to 92 though. Very close game. Very down to the wire right now. Both characters in very close to KO percent. More so Hinkage than Ripplepuff, but Definitely, like a poorly DI'd F smash or shuttle loop can definitely take stock here. Just each character trying to find their way in without putting themselves in a terrible spot. Ripplepuff gets opened up a little bit, eats the down smash. Even with some DI, it's not enough. That's going to be the first game going to Hinkage. A 1-0 lead for him over Ripplepuff. Apologies if I sound a little off today. It's my voice is a little bit hoarse today. Just a little bit. But I'll be alright. It's fine. Okay, seeing some bans. Seeing the Battlefield ban. And Ripplepuff gonna take him right back to Smashville. Okay, we're seeing a little opening there. Okay. Nice little opening there. Ripplepuff once again with an early lead. Gets the back hitter down smash. That's a super duper clean stock. Only 67 taken so far. Ooh. Hinkage getting his own opening though. Not too bad. Getting a little down smash action, covering the ground really well. Getting these landings clean. Very important in this matchup. Nice little shield grab here from Ripplepuff. Ooh, gets the down throw, reads the aerial, shields it, grabs again. Unfortunately, though, not able to extend much lead on that stock. A little 24% extra edit, though. It's not too bad. Ripplepuff definitely could have done a little more with it, but maybe a little impatience. They ran 57 now. Now looking like a pretty strong lead once again. This matchup, I mean, this matchup feels really strange for me personally. Whenever I play it, I've only started playing Meta Knight myself recently. Whenever I do these dittos, I feel like the more grounded player definitely has a bit of an advantage. But there's definitely something to be said for knowing how to like read your opponent's defensive options, and if you can like predict the air dodges, predict the aerials they do in retaliation, that can really go a long way. And I think we've seen a lot of that from both players, really just like predicting each other's defensive options for the most part. It's very important though. Okay. Hinkage just playing it cool right now. He's got a very solid position. Now it's very evened up here. A little up smash action from Hinkage. So that's not a move a lot of Meta Knights use very often, from what I can tell. I think that's literally the only other Meta Knight other than me that I've seen use up smash for just about anything these days. There you go, quick down smash. Taking that stock. Ripplepuff grabbing the ledge here. Not really looking to commit. Nice little combo there. Very small damage amount, but it looked kind of clean. Because I think it was like a down air, there was a back air in there, and a F-tilt grab or something. Pretty cool though. This little 3-piece or something like that. Quick 20. And Hinkage with the taunt. After taking that second suck there. Maybe trying to get in Ripplepuff's head a little bit. Maybe feeling himself in the way that he took the sock. Yep. I'll do it. Alright, so game 2 going to Ripplepuff. That one at 62%, not too high. Not too high at all. Doing okay. Alright, now we're looking at 1-1. Going to game 3. These are best of 5. That's the one thing that I kind of have mixed feelings about for this tournament. Because they are best of 5, it's very strange. Yeah, interesting. Yeah. Slow down through it coming out. There. Here, Ripplepuff has solidified herself a pretty solid lead here. 34 to 121 now. With a little shoulder petting though. It's another one. Boom, right there. Might be a little stale here. Ripplepuff looking for something, maybe a glide attack. From up there near the blast zone. Gets a neutral air out of that to whiff punish that forward air. That's going to take that first stock. Alright, we're seeing... yeah, Ripplepuff trying to find her way back down. Gets her way in, hits the dash attack into a grab. Going with it, okay. How does she get down? She uses her dimension cape there. Gets grabbed out of it though. Another dimension cape recovery. Does manage to land, but eats a shuttle loop. Okay, Ripplepuff finally landing for her first hit after what was like 30 seconds of not being able to touch the ground without getting hit. There we go, now she's in control. She's trying to find her footing and kind of extend her lead. From 36 to 56, the back hit of down smash will take that first stock from Ripplepuff. Ready? Ooh, goes for the neutral air to shield, but Hinkage with just the right spacing to avoid that. Quick little grab release there by accident from Hinkage, because Ripplepuff just buffered that match. He's looking to catch this landing. Trying to get something. Maybe a shuttle loop. Maybe a glide attack. Some kind of action happening there. Okay, windmill here. On this windmill, people can either camp or they can combo the heck out of each other. Looks like Ripplepuff is choosing the former though. Unfortunate. But let's see, Hinkage wants action. Look at him. He wants to fight near that windmill. Go, and Hinkage finds his opening, gets the down throw. What is he going to get from this? Goes for an F smash, but it gets shielded. They kind of reset back to neutral. A little back hit or down smash, though. Ooh, excellent spacing there. That NATO for just a moment. It's a neutral air right off the ledge, though. Another neutral air. That one's too stale. That won't kill. Ripplepuff trying to find this opening, though. Going for a little light attack. Hinkage, not about it. Keeping his distance. Down smash coming out. It's gonna be a little stale here. Not quite KO percent there. Ooh, he eats the glide attack at 115-ish. Taking that sock at 126. Surprisingly, that did KO. A little bit of a wacky DI from Ripplepuff there. Now she's got a lot of work she's gonna have to do. Oh, there, maybe not. Gets the roll behind down smash. Just about evened up. Only 10% separating the two. Go. Okay, so here we go. Hinkage out of the corner with Wicked Roll there, getting the grab. 22 to 26 though, not too much separating these two players. Now 33. Both just kind of taking swings at each other. No one really kind of bowling the other too hard. They're kind of very back and forth for the most part. One wins neutral, gets a little bit of damage on it, maybe overextends slightly, the other slaps him back. A lot of back and forth this set. Another opening with a little dash grab here. Ripplepuff doesn't quite get much, just the down throw. It resets to neutral, it gets another down tilt into down throw this time. For the first time probably in this game, we're seeing Ripplepuff get an opening that leads to more than just a couple hits. Finally. Okay, and now Ripplepuff retreating into this little alcove here, content to just camp it out. It is PS1. That is kind of the thing with this stage. A lot of people will just camp it out here. This is a really strong stage for camping, if that is your MO. It's just the transformation. Like, if the transformations are there, it's very difficult to approach your opponent. Oh, back hit a down smash at 117. That's gonna take that last stock from Hinkage. Hinkage losing the third game, going down 1-2 so far against Ripple. You got one last game for Ripplepuff to win, or two more games for Hinkage to win.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, and Hinkage says, let's just run it back, dude. I don't need any fancy nonsense, just take me back to where I belong. Well, so far, game. Excuse me. Sorry. So far, this is going in the way in Ripplepuff's favor for sure. No, it's mostly that I'm sick. Anyway, this last one, back at a down smash. Hinkage just living it though with a little bit of good DI. Nice momentum cancel there. Hinkage gotta dig deep here for a moment. Really gotta find his way in. He's taken a lot of percent this stock. Hasn't really been able to get himself into a real strong favorable position where he can maintain control for a long period of time. Ripplepuff's kind of in the driver's seat this game. Okay, nice quick up throw here. That won't take it though, will it? Oh, it does. Wow, maybe not the best DI. I'm not sure if it was the DI or if it was just the fact that we were right next to the blast zone there. The angle did look a little off for having the proper DI there. Anyway, first stock though, going to Ripplepuff. Good stuff to her. She's got 50% racked up on Hinkage so far. A lot of extra credit. Ripplepuff content to camp out over here, says, I got a whole stock lead on you. This stage does not reward me for approaching. You should just come to me. I'm not about it. I don't need to approach you. I'm gonna be over here chilling. Understandable decision, you know. It is PS1. I think that's inherent to the stage, and it's still, you know, if you're willing to approach on this stage during the transformations, more power to you. But I feel like it's you're putting yourself at a pretty severe disadvantage. That's one of the reasons why personally I'm not much of a fan of this stage. It doesn't promote fighting during transformation processes, especially on like the fire one and the rock one. Those ones in particular are like really rough. The windmill, not too bad. It can be a little campy, but usually there's a lot of fighting. And the water one's not bad too. Like, I think it's a grass field or something. One with the trees. Anyhow, Ripplepuff kind of running away with this game. Already up 2 stocks to 1, and speak of the devil, man, just commentator's curse or something, I don't know, whatever the heck you want to call it. Hinkage closing that lead just a smidge. Still down a whole stock and a lot of percent, but, you know, getting a little bit of something. At least not looking to get 3 stocks, certainly. Still does need to find an opening, and unfortunately, it is the rock stage. This is one of those 2 ones that are really not Ripplepuff doing some silly nonsense here. Just killing some time, why not, right? I'm not going to approach my opponent, might as well do something to kill the time. I'm not sure what that is, actually. Is that an F smash? I would assume that's an F smash. And because of the back step, Meta Knight's like getting pushed off. Yeah, it was an F smash. It was F smash canceling on the edge. I wonder if Sonic can do that, actually. Now that I think about it. That would be interesting. And here we go. Hinkage just camping it out on this ledge. Not even remotely worried about the ledge grappling. He's like, I'm not coming up there. I'm on my last stock. I'm just going to ice you out as much as I can, dude. You come out here, I'm going to cheese you. And you know what? That's one way to play it. Not my preferred method of playing the game. I think a lot of people hate it, but, you know, Hinkage is content to do it. Because he's down a whole stock, and he's on his tournament life, and he really wants to win, so he's going to do whatever he feels like is necessary. He'll run it to time if he has to. You know, that's fine. If that's his prerogative. Unfortunately for him. Oh, he does at least get Ripplepuff to her last stock. But, yeah, that little ledgehog there, going to take the game. Last game 4, 3-1, going in Ripplepuff's favor. GG's to them. I am the streamer, Hoagie. Alright, so it looks like I'm going to be playing Hoagie, unless there's another set that needs to be played. Let's put some music on here. Okay, me and Hoagie are going to play, so that's the next set coming up. Actually, I've never played Hoagie Land, to my knowledge. But apparently he took P1 to game 5, so I mean that's gotta count for something. Even if P1 was playing secondaries, that's like, you know, P1 has pretty good fundamentals. I'll be interested to see who they play and how they're gonna play it. But it's like we got like 50 ping. I think 8 should cover it. Yeah, that should cover it. We'll do 8.
Survival!
Hold up. Hold up. A gimme code, we go fast. Quickly. Gonna commentate that.